Hi, it's Craig Stewart from the 5-Minute Data Conversations. Great to have you with us, your quick dose of data analytics insights. Joining me from Saudi Arabia is Rich Wingfield, who I've known for a while, but is now actually working on a very exciting project called NEOM in Saudi. Rich, how are you doing?
Hey, Craig, not too bad. How things going?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Fresh off a very exciting Saudi Grand Prix. Just had my nerves on edge the entire night last night.
Yeah, no, we watched it here in NEOM. We live in these labor camps, so we had everyone crowded around the TV watching a very exciting Grand Prix last night.
Yeah, I'm still exhausted after watching that last night. So, all right, we've only got 5 minutes, so we're not going to get too much into NEOM, but it's a futuristic city that's being built in Saudi on the Red Sea. I'll pop a link in the page of this, but maybe you can just give us like 10 seconds on NEOM quickly, just give some people an idea of where you're at.
That's exactly what it is, Craig. NEOM we are building a brand new city, a futuristic city. As you say, pop the link in. Lifetime opportunity, to be honest with you, fully sustainable city. If you read it there, everything is going to be driven by automation. And obviously the biggest part of this whole city, to come off a call this morning, it's all going to be around data. It's how is data going to drive how people live in the city, how people operate in the city, how businesses are going to operate in the city. So, very, very exciting.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's dig into it. We're going to be talking about the difficulties of really establishing a data culture within an organization, really of any side. And this is something you've done a lot. You're the chief data officer of a big retail group in the UAE, which is where we met. So yeah, good few minutes, Rich. Share your knowledge with us.
Sure. Look, I think everyone wants to become a data-driven organization, and people will put that on a PowerPoint presentation and check, it's a nice checkbox to have there. In my career, and I've been dealing with sort of data and analytics and what value data can bring to an organization, is that there are significant challenges. People talk about digital transformation. I will go as far as saying is that data transformation is difficult to implement than digital transformation. And the reason, Craig, is that I think there's been a lot of hype around data, analytics, data insights, all that kind of stuff as to what value it can bring to an organization. And I fundamentally believe it can bring significant value to an organization. But what I've seen and where these programs have failed is that there is a lot of commitment you need across the organization. And I'll go through that. Number one, you need executive commitment. The executive need to understand what is this thing you are building. And when I'm talking about executive commitment, I'm talking about absolutely people at the top have fully bought into the program, but at the important to the fact that there are going to be some difficult decisions you're going to have to make. They're fully bought into the fact that although the management consultants are going to come in and tell you what the ROI is, it's going to take a while to realize that ROI. There's obviously budget you've got to have to actually get this thing up and running. But I think one of the things where I see a lot of organizations are struggling at the moment is, I would almost call it the culture of courage. Okay, and what I mean by that is, you as an organization in retail are built a demand forecasting process. You can tell you exactly what SKUs you need to order, how much you need to order, when you need to order them. You've built an model which now says we're going to order in this stock, we're going to replenish the stock. We've now done product association, etc., etc. Now, do you have the courage to go to your buying team and saying everything you guys have been done before is going to change, and now there's going to be a mathematical model that is going to do it better than you, it's going to do it faster than you, more than likely it's going to do it cheaper than you, more accurate, etc., etc. And that's where it takes courage, because we talk about data insights. Sometimes those insights are not what you want to see. Yeah. Sometimes those insights, bad practices, fraud, etc., etc. So, quite often I've seen that people will nod their heads and say, yes, we are fully committed. But when tough decisions, and whether it's letting people go, whether they're mentally changing the way you actually re-implement a business process based on the data you're seeing, based on the insights, do you have the courage to actually do that? Do you push those convictions through. And I think that's where a lot of companies are at the moment is, yes, we want it. Can we actually do it without sort of et cetera, et cetera? So, I think that would be my biggest takeaway around changes at the moment.
All right, perfect. And that's our 5 minutes. Rich, thanks so much for sharing that with us. Everybody, be courageous, go out and get it done. Thanks, Rich.
Yep. Cheers, man.